She says, "About time, motherfuckers."
Welcome. We're live or we're not live?
Are
Oh,
we
we're live. Wait, I want to wait a little bit. I need a little bit more haters in here.
Oh yeah, huh? Those
Let me get a little bit more
It's
haters.
always good to have those.
The hate.
They-
What do you think about? Hey, have you ever been hated on?
Yeah, I have been. I'm surprised. Ever since I started podcasting, I that's the only
The
time ever in my life I've had haters.
The same for me, homie.
It's crazy, bro.
Ever since I never had no problems, nothing until I got on YouTube. Then people had an issue with me, what I talk about, all this and that.
It's crazy, bro. Because
All right, hold that thought. No, I'm just playing, homie. Go ahead, bro. It's crazy because what?
No, it's just crazy how we don't really. I mean, when we started this channel, we started on the whole premise that we were just gonna share knowledge, right? That
Yeah.
we were just gonna talk about knowledge, that to make people think, to make people talk. But somewhere along the way, people started, pinning these other titles to us, like what we say is supposed to be. It's supposed to be something held up high.
They want our opinion to be their opinion.
That part, right?
They want us to be yes men. Oh, I agree with you.
Yeah, and
That's a big thing that I talk about. Like, you don't gotta agree with me.
no,
You don't gotta believe in the flat earth. You don't gotta believe in views on the Bible, or you don't gotta believe when I talk about, the changing of the names of our country,
yeah, and that's the part. I mean, that's the thing that we've always either started with the show talking like that, or at the end of the show talking like that. Like at the end of the day, all we're trying to do here is get people to think,
Right.
talk, communicate,
Open your mind.
open your mind. Because I mean, let's face it, for the most part, the majority of people that watch us, they know there's a lot of bullshit out there. And that's really all we've been doing these last few years of just doing this. I mean, we never came out here to tell people how to live their lives,
Yeah.
how to live to a certain way. We're just here to, like, you've learned so much throughout your years. I've learned so much throughout my years, and this is just a platform where we could talk with each other, talk to the people. People ask us questions and we give our opinions, but they're only our opinions.
Yeah.
That's not what we consider, what we would say is the way of life. It's just what we have gone through, what we have seen, and what we wish could be.
All right. Well, let me say this. Thank you for everybody that's tuning in right now. Anybody that just got home from work, you're tired, you relaxing right now with the family, or you're at work. All the truck drivers, shout out to all my truck drivers out there that tune in. I appreciate all you guys. All the bikers, all the gang members, all the vatos in prison, active, non-active, who cares? Don't matter. You're tuning in. I appreciate you. And all you regular family guys and women that are taking care of your families like you should be. I appreciate you. Much respect to you. All the great fathers out there and all the great mothers out there. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Tonight's episode is called Sticks and Stones. Sticks and Stones. Everybody, one person picks up a stick and the other one wants to pick up a stick.
Yeah, all right.
Man.
It's crazy how that works.
It's crazy because I'm only one man. I'm one man going at it with all these YouTube cholos.
Well, I don't know-
Or what they call the YouTube yard, right? They think they're in prison.
I don't even know what they are. They're children, as far as I'm concerned, bro. Because I've never seen. No, I take that back. Children do behave this way, and it's sad because these guys have an audience that listen to them and believe these people. But it's amazing how much they turn on each other. They, at the second they get a chance, they'll stab each other in the back. There is nothing but snakes in out there. And for the most part, we mostly always stayed in our own lane as far as, this platform talking about, knowledge and stuff. But when I see all these people just show everyone like the ugliest faces we can make. I mean, people.
It's like the image I posted, bro. I don't know if you've seen it with Big Puppet and Little Puppet. When he's about to strangle his little brother, right?
Yeah.
And it's his blood. It's his bloodline. Whether it be his real brother, he's still a raza. That's still your brother.
Yeah.
And you could either use that rope to strangle him, or you could use it to pull him up.
I'm not gonna lie though, man. I kind of I have some sympathy for them because in a way it kind of feels like all of their hearts were broken. All these podcasters, guys, it feels like their heart was broken.
No,
Like
I believe
their
I believe
world shattered, and they're very emotional right now. They're fragile. I mean, they look like they could use a hug, for one.
go give them a hug.
I don't want to give them a
You
hug.
want to give a group hug, homie?
Hey,
Stop lying,
that's
NORBEEZ.
that's her rumor
Group
sister.
hug. Give me a hug, dog. I'm just playing. So, anyways, yeah, it's a trip, you know, because I'm only one man, and some podcasters paid other podcasters to talk about me. That's a trip.
That's
And then
fucking wild.
yeah, bro, and I mean, there's so much to say about these podcasters, you know, but I'm not gonna sit here and fucking bicker, you know, and complain about stuff. This is, at the end of the day, this is my life. It's not gonna affect you guys at all unless you involve yourself, you know. And I always say, don't ever inherit another man's beef. You know, it's none of your business. You know what I mean? There's a lot of youngsters that you know, message that don't have that mindset yet, and we're talking about growth, about maturity, and there's levels to maturity, and I always say, like, every 5 years you go through certain fathoms of intelligence and understanding and comprehension, where you're able to understand life a little bit more because you're going through more experiences, you're going through more trials, and you're going through more of your bloodline curse, of the curse that's in your bloodline, your karma that's coming back to you. Whether you think you deserve it or not, whether I think I deserve any backlash or not, I deserve everything coming to me. And as well as you do, you deserve everything coming to you. Whether you get hurt out there or you're not here anymore or whatever, you deserve it because somebody in your bloodline messed up and that karma's coming back to you. And this is your time down here to clean it up. Like I always say, you know?
Oh, you're right.
There was one comment, and I want this to be the first comment. I mean, that if you could read that, Jedi, for me, bro, please. I'm gonna get you some of the comments. We are gonna take live calls, so you will be able to call and speak your mind. You know, I would urge you not to be disrespectful, but if you feel like being disrespectful is gonna boost your ego, go ahead and do what you got to do. I'm an open book. I've been an open book. I knew when I got on YouTube that everything comes to light. You know what I mean? And I got no problem with it. There's no skeletons in my closet. It's an open door, and you can see all my fucking Pendletons, and shoes and everything.
Was it that one? So all the plecha and all the wisdom.
Oh yeah, go for it, bro. You can read that one. Yeah, I like that one. And shout out to that dude right there. You know, I love questions like this.
Top one.
Whose name is it?
The top one right
Here, get it, bro. Here, I'll get it. NORBEEZ can't see. He has cataracts.
Hey. All right, let's see. All right. So this is from Razor Ramon 8233.
Razor Ramon, the wrestler.
Yeah, the guy that's not really any brown descent, is actually a white guy.
Okay. Razor Ramon.
Good way to start with a fake.
Shout out to you.
So all that klecha, all that wisdom, education, and self-righteousness was no bigger, stronger than your flesh desires.
That is a crazy comment right there. And all my klecha and all this and that. Yeah, I've learned a lot throughout my life. True. You're 100% right. Do I speak on a lot of subjects? You're right, 100%. Anything I speak about is facts. I make sure that I study before I say it because that shit will come back and bite me in the ass. You know, excuse my language. But as far as the other part of being perfect, nobody's perfect. I am far from perfect. You know, I got a lot of flaws in me, you know, and I'm still learning at my age of 43. I'm still learning, and I'm learning from all of you too. You know, we learn from each other, and I'm sure a lot of tattoo artists are learning from my mistake. You know, I'm sure a lot of young homies are learning from my mistakes, you know, but I take accountability for that, and I accept it, you know, and I'm not running from it. You know, I could have stayed quiet, but I came forward. I showed you. I put a video out there, and I exposed my life to you. You know, so it's not like anything's being exposed about me. Everything's out there for people to see about me, and I'm fine with it. You know, it's just something that I'm gonna deal with because it's my life, and you're only a spectator in the audience, just watching my life unfold before your eyes. So go for it. You can read them.
Well,
Go ahead, bro. My bad.
let me add this part where you know, you said you hope that people watch and see and learn from your experience, but you yourself don't even realize that throughout these years, you've already been telling people about your experience. You've already been warning people how to maneuver themselves correctly.
Yeah.
Most people tend to forget, or most people tend not to talk about that stuff. But this is one of the reasons why these amazing people that watch us keep watching, because you've been warning people and you've been giving these kinds of advice from your own experience. Most people don't realize that these things that are coming out of you is through your own experiences. And you've been saying these things repeatedly throughout the years. But a lot of these people are making it seem like whatever happened to you just happened last week. But no, you've been spreading awareness, sharing your advice, keeping other people from, doing things that are going to affect their lives. You've been doing it throughout the years. But it's funny how a lot of these people want to not acknowledge that part, and then just make it seem like all this is just happening now.
Right. Go for it, bro.
All right. Islos Chicano said, respectfully, why were you preaching about how to raise a family when your family was raised by the system? Our children are a reflection of us. Honestly, I'd stay off the internet unless the internet is what you want to win in life.
And there you go. A spectator giving his opinion about my life and something he doesn't know about. So let me address that. My kids weren't raised by the system. They were raised by me, and partly their mother. I got to give her credit. She's cooked for them, and maybe she's had talks with them. I don't know, but I know a majority of the stuff that goes on over there, and I know it's not cool, and I'm not going to badmouth her because, there was once upon a time where she was a great mother, and she did a lot of things, and I give her credit for that. I can't dog her out, and there's a lot of mistakes that I've made myself, but you got to be willing to come out of your denial about it. And you can't blame the other parent or use kids against each other or against the other parent or manipulate children, and then you end up in the court system. Yes, we have been to court for our children, and I did win, and I'm not saying I'm a winner, because at the end of the day, whether one parent wins and one loses, the kids still lose. The kids still lose because one parent is not able to be there correctly like they should be, or give like I tell my son, right? One of my sons, he just had his daughter, and he goes, "Oh man, Dad, this is so easy. This is so easy." I'm not putting you out there, son. I'm just saying, everything's a learning experience. Okay, so my respects to you. I love you, but this is easy, Dad. This is easy, Dad. I have about 10 kids. Each of them has their own personality. Each of them is going through their own issues. Each of them is in their own relationships, and they come at you with questions, and you have to deal with each one individually according to their personality. And you got to be able to talk to them. And more so, communication is listening. You got to be able to shut up, and you got to be able to listen to them, hear their complaint, and then, take a step back and give it a thought and give them the long answer, not the short answer. Give them the long answer, and tell them, hey, you know what? I've been through that. You might think it's easier right now, but wait till your next child. It's gonna have a totally different personality. You're having people don't look at it this way. And I'm gonna give you guys a little gem right now. Okay. Say you're in your prime. Say you work out. You go to the gym. You're working out and shit like that. You're at your prime. If you have a kid in your prime, your kid's gonna come out in that spectrum of time. It's gonna come out just like that, the way you were right then. If you're addicted to drugs, that child that you have in that time where you were addicted to drugs might be addicted to drugs too when they get older, So you got to make sure that you're always in your full enlightenment in life, and everything that you do. If you're going to enter a relationship, if you're going to whatever, but, at the same time, nobody is perfect, including myself, as you can see. There's bad choices that are made, and there's also guys and girls that get lied to, and I know what I'm guilty of, and I know what I'm not guilty of, and I stand my ground on mine, and I always will, whether any consequences come to me or not. Hey, that's my karma. Like I said, it's my life, and you're only a spectator. Go for it, NORBEEZ.
All right. Well, this is from abuses-t-tv. How trauma and the absence of healing is passed through DNA or genetic materials for generations.
Just said that. Generational curses.
There you go.
Generational curses. I'm going to give you a little insight about personal stuff. My grandfather. I love my grandfather. Great man. Love him to death. I used to wake up, you know, he used to pick me up. The police used to drop me off, actually. The sheriffs used to always drop me off. There was so much domestic violence and drugs in my house. And the sheriffs would end up arresting my mom or her and her boyfriend. And I would get dropped off by social services to my grandfather's house instead of going into the adoption thing. And I would wake up at job sites with my grandfather. He was a general, he had his general contractor's license, and he used to build homes, apartments, anything you could think of, roofing from electrical to plumbing. He knew it all. And I would find my way to the nearest ladder or wherever he was hammering or sawing, and I would watch this man work. I had to learn my you know, everything, my measurements. I had to learn how to hammer a nail with just 2 hits, not 5 hits, mijo, or hold the hammer like this, mijo, or everything. You know, you're supposed to cut wood like this, or, you know, whatever, like anything, you know. He was on my ass about shit, you know, always, you know, yelling. He wanted me to be so perfect, and I try to be perfect, but I just couldn't. I didn't have the mental mindset that he had. He was a very older man, you know, but I looked up to him. But my grandpa did have a flaw. My grandpa was a womanizer. You know, my grandpa knew how to talk to women. And that's what I inherited from him. I and my dad as well, you know. And that's been part of my generational curse. I've been in a few relationships. I've had a lot of kids, as you can see. You know, a lot of my relationships didn't last. I wanted the woman to be perfect. I wanted so much out of these women, and I never got it. Each woman had something that the other woman didn't have. Some women are more compassionate. Some women make you more of a priority. Some women won't. Some women will ignore you. And the same goes for men, you know? But that's just something that, you know, I gotta change, you know? I have to deal with. I have to come out of my denial about it and be like, you know what, Daniel? You should stop. Maybe you shouldn't try and get into a relationship. Maybe you should try to find yourself before you find somebody else, you know? And I know I say a lot. I say a lot on here on YouTube, and a lot of times that I say things, I say it so I can remind myself. I need to remind myself how to be, how to act, how to talk, you know, how to respect people. I talk so much about respect, you know, and I have to own up to that. I have to live up to that respect. I have to look a man in his eyes. I have to shake their hand. I have to talk to a woman respectfully, you know, and there's a lot of times that I haven't been like that. You know, I get mad, I shut down, you know, and I don't want to argue. I'll walk away from you. I ain't here to argue with you. I'm not a woman. You know, you go get out of here. And sometimes that communication needs to be had. That I need to hear what that woman needs from me, you know? I need to take accountability for my actions as a man in a relationship if I'm looking for that, you know? But I am not perfect. I am still learning. You're still learning. And a lot of you that don't understand what I'm talking about, when you get older or you go through life's experiences, or maybe one of your family members do, you're going to be quiet and you're going to sit down one day and you're going to be like, damn, that's what he was talking about. I'm sorry. It's happened to me, you know? But go for it. NORBEEZ, my bad, homie.
No, keep going, man.
Hurry up, man. I'm not trying to turn you on. Get out of here.
Wait a minute. So are you telling me you're not the perfect man?
Well, who thought I was?
Well, a lot of these guys out
That's
here,
retarded.
A lot of these men, so-called men, are preaching that you were the perfect man.
There is no perfect man.
What?
There's no perfect man.
So all these guys were lying to me. All these guys lying to people.
I guess.
Saying you're the perfect guy.
I always say, don't idolize another man. Don't ever idolize another man.
Saying you're a god. You're the chosen one.
I'm nobody.
So many names that they placed you atop.
No, I'm nobody to look up to, and neither are you. None of you guys are nothing to look up to either. We are all learning. We're all in school right now, you know? So,
that's true, man. That is very true. We're always in school. There's never one time where we haven't continued learning. The whole life is just learning.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't stop. I mean, and that's the thing I love about this platform that, you know, when we started it in the beginning, and there's one thing I want to say, you know, a lot of people were telling me, you know, NORBEEZ, you shouldn't be part of that, you know. But it's not that I don't want to be a part of it. It's that me and you both, and plus the JEDI, we set out to do this show. And it's not that me not being part. I've been part of this. It would be odd for me to just abandon something that I felt very strongly that about sharing the knowledge that we can share and have people talk and communicating and all the things that's been coming out of this channel.
Right.
And this is what people need to understand. Like, we don't just run away when things get sticky. I mean, there's a lot of times I could have ran away when things got sticky, but
I think you're just sticky.
but we stay to things that we believe in. Nothing is perfect. Nobody is perfect, and I dare anybody to claim that they're perfect.
Right.
Because I'll show you a bullshitter if somebody out there claims to be that. But for the most part, I mean, like I said, we don't stop learning, and this is what we're gonna continue to keep doing here. Is just keep learning off of each other.
You want to read the next comment or any other one?
Yeah.
There's a lot of comments on.
All right. Well, this is more like I guess it's more like a comment, not really a question, but it goes to what I was saying. Podcasters are like females, always wanting the drama. They can't make it without it. At the end of the day, it's about greed, ratings, views, and they don't care about truth just to be the first one to put it out. A bunch of gossipers, high school children. I don't want to hear about family drama. It should stay family drama. I tune into Marvelous Minds to hear about culture, the migration of our people, not family drama, not gang shit, and that's not interesting at all.
Thank you. Who's that? What's
that's
the name?
From IMBMO.
You're 100% right, bro. Thank you for your comment. I really appreciate you. You're on point.
Yeah.
And that's not what I got on YouTube for. I don't get on here to talk about gangs or politics or none of that bullshit. It's not. If you want to dead something, you want to just kill it. Don't give it energy. Remember, you hold the energy, and whatever you feed into, you give that life. Okay, and that if you give that too much life, it's gonna end up being bigger than you. It's gonna eat you up. So there's certain things you can't fight every battle. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of people, youngsters that get at me on Instagram, hey, what's up? And they're they try to diss me and stuff like that. And that's cute. I appreciate you. I was ignorant too at one point, but I'm not here to fight everybody. I'm gonna fight 100 guys right here. You gotta pick and choose. Who are the real ops right here? And actually, none of you are. We're all raza, None of you know my life. None of you have experienced, me going through my stuff personally. You were not there. You're hearing somebody talk that you're a fan of. Another man, while you're on his lap listening to him speak, and you're getting all wet over it, and you're inheriting his beef. Let that be his beef. For the people that raise their hand, let them make the move. A lot of gang members talk about, oh, yeah, this and that. Once you raise your hand, you're accountable to do that mission. So let them handle that. It has nothing to do with any of you. You're miscellaneous in it,
Hey,
but
hey, that being said, though, much love to all you guys that are are going on other people's platform on our behalf, and we appreciate the support. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys I see arguing with these people and them thinking it's actually me arguing with them. But you guys, thank you guys, because you guys go above and beyond. You guys don't have to, back us up. But I see a lot of you guys on these people's channels, telling them, well, what about you? Calling out their hypocrisy.
Yeah.
And because, we're not doing it because honestly, we don't need to point out their hypocrisy. They do that all by themselves.
But I want to point it out though. Let me point one out, just one, because this child up north, no diss to the northerners, but this child, he happens to be from up north, Salinas, and it's supposed to be like a down ass city. I believe it is. I believe the homies are down up there, but this one weak link right here had the nerve to speak up on me because he got mad because I don't want to be on his channel. That sucks, and he knows the reasons why I told him I wouldn't be on his channel, and he want to go ahead and delete all the messages of his full support. I thank you for all of your support. I really thought it was real, but that's cool. But I'm gonna play something for you real quick, and then I'm gonna show you something real quick, and you make your own decision. You know, you guys. I'm sure you guys will know who this is. Chicana Tube. Shout out to you, homie.
Look at the bottom comment.
Is going to be nothing,
Wait, hold up.
no one less.
Hold
and
up.
I want-
Hold up. Here we go.
Boy,
Hold on.
You want me to play?
is
Wait,
going
you gonna
to be
read it? You gonna play it or what?
nothing, No one less, and I want you to.
Comment.
So
Bottom comment right there. I don't know if you want to just read it.
you gonna read that one first or what? Oh, go ahead, bro.
All right, so
My bad, I'll play it right now,
From
my bad.
Georgie Vashko. Well, I mean, he says speak on that individual that you're about to play,
Oh,
and
okay.
because he's good friends with a person called Jaime Acosta. Look at my latest short essay.
Oh, I already. Yeah. Okay. So, shout out to that guy. But yeah, I had that. Thank you, bro. I had it already. I appreciate you, homie. A lot of podcasters shot me this shit actually. I appreciate you guys too. This guy had the nerve to call me a pedophile. You know, there's a difference. You know, a pedophile is a guy with a mindset who is willing and knowingly knows that that's a child. Okay, and then there's a man that gets lied to. And I'm not trying to make an excuse or nothing like that, you know, but that's what happened. That's the facts of my circumstances, you know. But this person had the nerve to call me out of my name, and here you go.
Look him up. I need you to. Boy, is going to be nothing, no one less, and I want you to look him up. I need you to give him a follow on IG, and I need you to give him a follow on YouTube. No one less than my boy, Jamie Bird Acosta. I need you guys to look him up. I'm going to put a flyer real soon. He's going to kill it and do a 15-minute roast session on Tony and on EBK. It's going to be a good one. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be entertaining as hell. And you guys, again, that's March 2nd.
Wow. Promoting a registered sex offender on Megan's Law. You guys could look up his name. You heard his name yourself. Wow. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm at a loss for words. That's sad. You know, at that age, you should know better to speak up on another man. I'm a grown man. You know, I'm from East Los Angeles. Been through the whole war shit, you know, with my neighborhood. I'm sure you know the history of my neighborhood. Been there and done that. And you should know better at your age. A married family man that speaks about our cultura that you don't even know about, tries to get definitions of words of stuff in our cultura that you don't know about. That's why you asked me to be on your show, and you're calling me out my name because I don't want to mess with your channel. Appreciate you. Good luck with all that promotion, and I hope all your homies show up to that show with you. And good luck with all that. I'll address that. You want to go to some of the comments?
Yeah.
My bad. I want to try to get everybody. I'm not trying to pick and choose. If you leave a comment, I'll read it. I'm more than willing to answer anything.
All right, this is from J213LA. Says, my respects for you still facing everyone through good and bad. Takes a real man to be able to do all that, bro. Everyone's running their mouths, especially these podcasters would run from what you're going through. I have no question. Just wanted to comment on that.
I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to you.
This from CP3 Arias Caparias.
Caparillas.
What's up from Chicago? Do you watch boxing? And if so, who's some of your favorite boxers?
Who are some of my favorite boxers?
I mean, all mine are retired.
Man, I know all mines are retired too. My boxers were like, I mean, not my boxers, but my favorite fighters were, I mean, the old schoolers, you know, Cesar Chavez, Baez. Man, there's a lot of fighters, man. Shoot. You know, I like them all. My grandpa used to watch all the old school fights. Riddick Bowe, Tyson, all the first Tyson fights.
That's when they used to go like, I think sometimes 13 rounds or sometimes even 15 rounds.
Crazy. Yeah, they were warriors back then, man. They really fought. Now people fight over the internet.
Well,
It's
I saw this one video.
Don't go too long with this explanation, bro, because I'm gonna go to
You know what?
sleep and
Actually,
everybody's gonna leave my
actually,
channel.
Do you mind if I play it?
No, I do mind. Nah, come on, homie.
No,
Don't
it's
do
very
all
good.
that.
It's very good.
What are you gonna do?
Good. It's very because we were talking about boxing.
Nah, this ain't about boxing. We'll do that another time. For reals, I'm serious, bro.
Okay, well, the whole purpose is that Mexican DNA has a certain type of information that allows them to actually be better at warriors.
And coding.
And
Yeah, because we are warriors.
Yeah. And then they found out that in their DNA, Mexican, that's why a lot of Mexican boxers tend to be the ones that, have a lot of champions and have a lot of fighters that, just last long as far as
Because
fighting.
we're a strategic people.
But anyway, you want to see it, go to my Instagram page, NORBEEZ_.
Go watch News with NORBEEZ.
Hey.
Shout out to this guy right here. Go
All
for
right.
it.
Let's see. Brad Pitbull will be watching. Thank you.
I appreciate you, Brad Pitbull.
Okay, now this was something that you'll probably know. It's from Kama Jiu-Jitsu Rickson Gracie team. I remember correctly, you were a judoka. How and when did you get into that? Thank you.
At 5 years old. At 5 years old, my grandmother enrolled me. That was when Bloodsport barely came out. I actually got to meet the actors. They came down to the dojo. And this was in North Hollywood, actually. And ever since then, I got into, a little bit of here, a little bit of there. The majority, though, was Taekwondo. I went to the Junior Olympics and, along with a lot of other, young adults. And, brought gold back, the bronze, 2 silver medals. And, I love to fight. That was my thing, I'm older now. I mean, I still kind of do like to, but, I mean, I'm older now. It's just, it's something, it's a what do you call it? What would I say? Like a young male sport in your 20s where you're like you have so much adrenaline going through you, and you're just like you want to prove yourself to everybody, and that's how I see a lot of youngsters, whether they come at me sideways or whatever. It's like, damn, I remember when I was like that. I wanted to fight everybody, especially because I was shorter than everybody. And my grandpa made me fight everybody because he said, no, mijo, you're always going to have to fight. People are going to look down on you. You're short and all this and that. And he would grab me by my damn ear and, and get the person that was trying to bully me and make us both fucking get down and shake hands afterwards. And that's what I learned, from him. And I respect that.
That's crazy though, man. Because recently, I think everybody's your grandpa. They're asking everybody to, instead of themselves, to come at you.
Oh yeah. I just did no jumper. Not with Adam 22, Adam 16, whatever you guys call him. I didn't sit down with him, but I just finished that, and it's
crazy, right?
It's crazy. Damn, that studio is crazy. Just gang members all up in and out of there.
Stay tuned. All right, so this one from Hermano Ivan 11321. What's going on, man? I got a question. Why do you think the enemy is called the Red Dragon in the Book of Revelations? And follows up with, what does the dragon represent spiritually according to Cultura? And will the world ever witness an actual red dragon appearing? I hear one of the NASA's was hiding in space.
Okay, what do you say, NASA or Naga?
NASA.
Oh, okay. So the red dragon will represent the beast. Okay, in our cultura, it will represent the Messiah. There's different versions. There's one called the 10-headed beast, the 10-headed dragon, and that's supposed to be the bloodlines of our enemy, actually. Of Europe, of the Edomites. And those are the people that we have always gone to war with. Us being the true Israelites, Mexica, Messiah, it's the same thing. That's our story. That was manipulated and robbed. I brought that up in my channel before. You guys could go watch biblical history. That's our story, all stolen. So go for it.
Next one is from... Question Everything 5829. Much respects to you. Thank you for holding the line. He says, much respects, Marv, and fuck the haters. 100.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. But you know what? I could sit here and diss everybody, but haters actually contribute to you, there has to be a balance. It's like a yin and yang. Everything comes to full fruition, everything comes full circle. And there's a balance to everything. How would you know if anything was good if you didn't witness something bad? The same way with bad,
Yeah.
You got the light and you got the darkness, and there has to be a balance, between the both. You know, you will never know good if you didn't know bad, and you will never know bad if you didn't know good. You know, and everything you have to come to a balance where you're able to recognize both. You know, and come to an understanding where you're able to make a clear, conscious decision. And a lot of us aren't balanced. We're not. I'm not balanced. You know, sometimes I'm trying to get there, but you know, I don't level up. You know, and I'm trying my best. And I apologize if you do feel I failed you in some type of way. I do apologize for that. You know, but then again, I'm nobody to look up to. I'm no idol. You know, I'm no better than you. And you got your own family curse that you're going to go through in life, and your experiences that are going to teach you and give you wisdom. And not everything's bad. You know, we may take it bad and be sad at that moment, but you're going to learn from it, and it's going to end up being a blessing anyways.
All right. All right, next one. I think this one's a pretty good one right here. It's from Magic Wolf. He says, what are your thoughts on left-handed people? My grandfather, father, and I are lefties. And have you heard of the 700 left-handed warriors in the book of Judges who could hit a piece of hair and not miss?
Left-handed people, I do got to say that they're some of the best artists. I don't know why every time I've met a person that's left-handed, they get down. Like, what the hell? Like that. They could just like take off. Or they're more like, I have a cousin. She's a beautiful spirit. And she's left-handed, and I just trip out, you know, like, wow, like she taught me some of my skills on how to draw with pastels, and I was like at awe, a little boy watching her draw, and I wanted to do shit just like her. Go for
I
it.
don't think I met too many left-handed. You're not left-handed, right? No, right?
No, but they say if you brush your teeth with your left hand, that you activate the other side of your brain like the lefties do.
He's left-footed.
Now, have you heard of the book of Judges?
Yeah.
Do you recall what mostly it's about?
I don't want to say the wrong thing, so I'm not even gonna get into it, bro.
Okay, well, I think for the most part,
I don't think you should
if you
either.
guys get a chance to read it, you guys should definitely look into the book of Judges. It's in the Bible. It's
Scriptures.
right after the book of Joshua, I believe.
Hey, kick back, Tony A.
I'm just saying.
He's gonna give
Well,
him.
you know what?
He's gonna give us his spill, huh?
You know, I do because
No, because he's gonna go off in the
No, I
synopsis.
was- no, I
Nah,
wanna say
he
because-
doesn't even know how to spell synopsis.
I want to say because it kind of relates to like our time right now. You know, a lot of I'm not talking about ex gang members that
Right.
become part of the church.
Uh,
And the book of Judges, it's pretty much, from what I get, it's a way how God uses people that you would say are the most corrupted,
Okay.
bad people, and
Right.
and it shows how even corrupted individuals, you know, yearn for God's, God's
love.
love,
Okay.
and
What's
through,
love?
and through God and God.
What's love?
We're gonna do that one again. Damn.
What's love according to the Most High? According to Scripture, what's love? You should know this, NORBEEZ. You sat down on
I know we had a whole
It's
conversation.
obedience.
That was like 2 years ago. I think.
obedience of the law, homie. Love ain't hugs and kisses up there. I know everybody wants to feel that way.
Yeah. But for the most part, I think it relates to modern times when I see a lot of gang members or ex-drug users that go to the church and find God as a way to, get better. And share better, because through God uses these people that are corrupted to, show the rest of the world that how much even corrupted people need God.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Okay, well.
That's it. We could take some phone calls if you want, or unless you guys got anything to read.
Let's take some phone calls. In the meantime, can you explain love and obedience?
Love and obedience. So, like I said, the definition of words are not what you would think they are in the English language. First of all, the scriptures come from the Torah. They are not part of Christianity. That is a man-made religion. Sorry to disappoint anybody that does go to church on Sundays, but the Sabbath is Saturday, and we do have to follow our 13-month cycle. The 13th month is named Vader, if you didn't know, and there's 28 days in each month. The new year is coming up. It is in January 1st. That is winter solstice. So for those that think that Christmas is part of the birth of the Messiah, it is not. It's the birth of Tammuz, which is Semiramis' son that she manipulated the public with. You know, his dad being Nimrod, which wasn't his dad actually, which was also her son. When he died, said he became the sun god, and the miraculous conception was his sun rays getting her pregnant, and she came up with that lie so she wouldn't get stoned to death or put to death, if you will. And that was that whole narrative that was spun out. Semiramis. So Semiramis had Tammuz in the winter solstice, not Mary or Miriam. She didn't have that's
that same story of the sun rays impregnating
right.
the temple in Egypt.
And the Christmas tree, well, yeah, that's where it comes from. Horus and the worship of Saturn. That's where you get the rings that you do when you get married. Yeah. That's where the rings come from. It's all Saturn worship. Okay, the black cube, which actually Islam, you know, they bow down to Mecca. Or
okay, we got call. Sorry,
Damn, already? Sheesh.
You already got somebody on the line?
That's a really nice comment.
Call your name and you can say your name. You can remain anonymous. Go ahead and speak your piece. I can't hear, bro.
I can't hear them either. Yeah, I think you gotta. Oh, there you go.
You got it? Okay, go.
No, he's gonna connect it right now. But let me read this before that call comes through. Rising Warrior 9937 says, "We all need to humble ourselves. The ego is something that can take anyone down. Being humble is something many people, especially these YouTubers, are lacking."
Facts.
Hey. And let's see. Yeah, well,
Yo, hello.
Caller, your name. You could say your name, or you could remain. You could remain anonymous. Go ahead and speak whatever you want to say, bro.
Hey, what's up, Marvelous? So this is Jay, man. And I'll make it quick because I know you don't have much time, and I know there's other people trying to get on the air.
Go for it.
Wait, let me interrupt.
Hey, why? Don't interrupt my caller, bro.
Let me just confirm
Oh,
something.
my God.
Jay. Now, because this is something that a lot of people are saying about me and Marvelous. Now, are you a real caller, or did we pay you to call in?
Well, you know him.
Because a lot of these people are saying that we're getting these people to call us.
No, the number's up there. Anybody could call. Anybody could call.
Yeah.
I strictly called because I saw the number, and I've kind of been following everything that's been going on, and I just wanted to give you my I wanted to give you my perspective.
Go for it,
For what it's worth, Marvelous.
Yes.
I work in law enforcement.
Right.
I've been doing it for a few years.
Okay.
And your case, believe it or not, and I hate to use the word case, but your situation is far too familiar, where your average person doesn't understand the logistics behind it. And I don't want to take too much time, but I just want to give my input just to kind of make things a little bit more
Whatever
clear.
you got to say, bro, my platform's yours.
Absolutely. So with what happened to you, it's very similar to the thing that we refer to as theft from theft by trickery. Mm-hmm. So basically what happens with that is someone purposely, lies or fabricate some kind of situation to their benefit as a gain. Mm-hmm. Now, with you, the girl that you met through your work, she purposely lied, and obviously she came on your podcast and she admitted to lying, and unfortunately you were a victim of that. And I'm not calling you. I know you're not taking the victim route. You're taking the man route, right? By actually going on here.
And you know what?
You're not hiding from anybody. Go ahead.
And I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you. My respect, but I heard people say that. Hey, why are you playing the victim? I'm not. I take accountability for making a poor choice myself. You know what I mean? But go for it, bro. My bad.
No, it's all good, bro. So with that being said, it's unfortunate that you have, and there's a reason why a detective or an investigator has not knocked on your door, because you have not committed the crime that people are alleging you have.
Right.
If that was the case, you'd be in hiding. You wouldn't be putting yourself out there, and that's why I commend you so much, because you don't have to do that. You've already, you don't have anything in your past that I know of, and that people could say like, oh, you know what? He used to do this, he used to do that. Like nothing where people could say, oh, we saw the red flags. Because in reality, when we do deal with people that are actual pedophiles, there's a pattern, and you don't have that. Nobody went through your phone and said, oh, look what I found. Some shit that you were hiding, excuse my language, because you had nothing to hide. You you did something that a lot of people do, and it's kind of like you mix business with pleasure. But dude, him without sin cast the first stone. It happens in politics. It happens everywhere. You know, we all kind of mix that from time and time. And unfortunately, we don't know. If you knew what you were getting yourself into 100%, I guarantee you wouldn't have done it. Okay? If you knew she was a minor. But dude, and people that say, oh, she's 16, how could you not know? Bro, times have changed. You know, nowadays, you have 16, 17-year-olds that look like they're 25. You know, and who would have thought until you found out after the fact? And it sucks because people are running with that for the benefit of their own podcast, for the benefit of their own followers, their own gain, are running with that. And in reality, they have nothing to run with. They're just doing it for the views. They're doing it for people to, you know, like them and follow them. And It sucks because you said it in the beginning of your show. You're your own man. And you're going up against a bunch of people that in reality have no right to cast a stone because, first of all, you're giving them all the evidence. Like, everything's there. Like, what is it? Like, it's a dead issue at this point, bro. That's why no one's looking for you. No one's telling you, hey, come into the station. We need to talk to you because you did not commit a crime.
Right.
Yeah.
Simple.
I appreciate your call, man.
And I'm going to leave it at that, bro. I appreciate your time, man. And I'm a little bit heated because I'm a grown man. I'm 46 years old. I'm 3 years older than you.
Right.
I work in this field, and I tell myself, if people only knew how gotcha it is for how much it messes with a man, because at the end of the day, you're human, bro. Yeah. How much it messes with them mentally, because you take a lot of pride in not carrying that jacket that you're no good, bro. You take pride from you were young, I'm sure, to tell people like, look, this is who I am. I have nothing to hide. So for you to build this reputation, which it doesn't take anything away from the way I see you, for over some other people wanting to make allegations that you've already cleared, like, that's sad, bro. And we'll leave it at that. And I want to thank both of you guys for your time, and I wish you honestly nothing but the best, bro.
Thank you for your wisdom, man. I really appreciate your wisdom, bro. Thank you so much for your call.
Thank you.
Absolutely, brother.
And I wanted to say this, like, you know, I did no jumper. I went over there by myself. You know, I went over there alone. Like, I didn't need to take 50 guys or 100 guys with me. I went over there by myself. Yeah, and you'll hear it on the podcast. Caller, your name. You could. Don't call her yet. Go for it, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I thought it was a caller.
No, that's dope, man. I would have done it. I would have done the same thing.
You know, it's just like I came out with it. It was a text message that you know my beautiful little boy put out. You know, and it was a girl self-admitting, you know, what she did, you know, and hey, it happens. Caller, your name. You can remain anonymous. You can say whatever, speak your piece, whatever you want to say, bro. Go for it. Or a girl. I don't know who's on the line. My bad.
Hey, what up, man?
How you doing?
What up, man?
Quick question.
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to see if you could give me the blessing.
Blessings.
A blessing? Like, what do you mean? I don't get blessings, but I mean, are you talking about a prayer blessing, or what are you talking about? Or are you being sarcastic?
Oh, he hanged up.
Hang up. You see?
He hanged up. All right. Well, at least he asked.
Caller, you could say your name, or you could remain anonymous.
Yo, what up, man? So check it out. I have a problem with everything that's going on, so I just wanted to say what was on my mind. Like, I really admired the knowledge that you have, right?
Right.
I'm with you with the whole flat earth shit, with all the lies and all this stuff that they feed us and all that stuff. You know, it's all dope.
Right.
But once you cross a certain line, you know what I mean? There's just some things that are not okay. Whether you want to talk about morals as a gang member or just as a man, you know what I mean? And sometimes, and I could see it playing out. I have a homie that does tattoos, and he kind of fell into something similar to you, but he was 20 years old, and I was 17. There's a big difference being, 3 years from 23 years. It's a big gap, you know what I mean? So there's some things that you just can't condone and can't, manipulate to say, hey, this is what happened. So whatever the story is, it happened, you know what I mean? But then at the same time, we're talking about the stones and this and that, right? Sticks and stones, however you said the episode was, right? But at the same time, you can't pick at Blue Devil or you can't pick lucky or certain things, and then when they do it back to you, then you got then it has to be some type of responsibility you have to take on your side
And
of what happened. You know what I mean? I understand you're
right.
saying that
You're right.
that she lied, but just because someone lies to you still doesn't make it okay. You know what I mean?
So if a woman lied to you and the world came against you, would you be in the wrong because she lied to you? You're in the wrong?
That's not what
I'm asking you. No, because that's actually what happened. So I'm asking you. I'm putting you in my situation. If a woman lied to you, wait. Just let. I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna answer your question, bro. For real. I respect you. Your opinion, even if it's against me, I really do. I respect you, bro. But I really want to put you in my shoes since we're doing this. If a woman goes with it, regardless, if she be over 18, because that's supposedly the law, right? It wasn't our law before the colonizers. When a girl got to her first period, she was married off. That was the law of the Mexica or indigenous people. But now we have this 18. Now wait, let me finish one minute. Let me finish. I wasn't done yet. Let me give you some context, bro. 1 minute, just real quick. I respect you for real. If a woman, since the law is 18 and over now, that's the law, right? If she's whatever, 20, 21, 24, and the guy's 30, is that still illegal? Is it illegal?
No, that's not legal.
And
bro.
if a girl lied to you, if a girl lied to you, are you in the wrong because she lied to you? Are you in the wrong? Just answer flat out. If you don't agree, then don't.
No, you're not in the wrong if someone lies to you.
You just said I was in the wrong,
but
though.
You don't have no business being 39 years old, hanging around, or even condoning the conversation of, hey, let's keep it. Hey, like I've had young girls too like that, but hey, there's just some lines that you can't cross. Because say one day you get a fucking DUI and you end up in the county and your name's on that list, homie, then you gotta answer for those things. So you gotta ask yourself, is it worth?
Yeah, but
a little bit of cutty? Is your
name gonna be on a list if you think she's 20 years old and she's showing you that? Is your name gonna be on a list if you're getting lied to? There's a difference, bro. There's a difference between somebody knowing that person's a child and seeking out that child, and the man that's being lied to. I don't know if you comprehend
that, dog. But when you have a 20-year difference, a 20+ year difference, bro, there's no man shouldn't be next to a girl like, especially if you have a child that's older than that kid or in the same age bracket. Like I can't hang out with my daughter's friends just because they're 18 now. I'm gonna dick her down. Like you just can't do those things. There's a 23-year difference.
And you know what? You're right on that, bro. I respect your opinion. But maybe I don't know if you're a movie fanatic. Maybe there's a lot of actors you should not watch anymore because they have young as heck girlfriends. But I'm just saying. We're saying in general.
Crazy laws. In general, that we're talking about you, dog.
Oh yeah, we are. We are.
Yeah.
And you just contradicted yourself. You said I was wrong, and then you said I was right. So what is it going to be?
No, I didn't say you're right. I said we all get lied.
We need to rewind this.
You know what I mean? But you can't put yourself in a position.
At the end of the day, he already made up his mind.
You can't put yourself in a position to get lied to. That doesn't make no sense. If a person's going to lie to you, they're going to lie to you. You don't have no control over that.
Young, dog,
you don't have no control over somebody else lying to you.
I'm not going to go kick it with her.
Okay, I respect.
Did you guys ever go to a bar or something and be like, hey, let me see your ID. Go buy me beer. Like, go buy me a pack of Newports. I don't fucking know. Whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever you do. But did that ever happen where you were like, hey, let's go have a drink? Like, what were you guys doing? Hanging around in a little ass room? You know what I mean? It don't add up, dog.
I think you're watching it too little bit much Blue Dildo. Yeah. And I respect your opinion, bro, but I got to let you go because we're going to go back and forth. And you said I was right. Then you said I was wrong.
Cry about it.
Yeah.
Thank you for your call. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you tried. I mean, look. I mean,
go ahead, Jedi.
There's no way of.
It's all right, NORBEEZ. No need to explain, bro. There's gonna be an argument with everybody. Yeah, it's cool. Let them have their opinion. I respect it. You can remain anonymous. You can say your name, caller. Go for it. Speak your piece. Damn, that shit's loud as fuck. Ooh. Damn, that shit.
People, if you're gonna call, you gotta make sure your TV is.
Please turn your TV down. Fuck, that shit was loud in my fucking earphone.
Yeah, that was pretty loud.
Damn.
But I mean, you're not gonna. That's the thing. People already.
Caller, you can say your name or you could remain anonymous. Go ahead and speak your piece.
All right, man. Hey, you know what I think it is, bro, is that the main question that's being asked here, bro, is just that it's like if you find yourself in a situation, you put yourself in the situation. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
whether like, so you created an atmosphere where you were safe to be alone with this person.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you're gonna agree to it or not or whatever the pedo is, but supposedly she's like she knows one of your sons. So
See, that's the wrong. You don't have the right story, bro. She doesn't know my sons. This has nothing to do with them. That's the wrong. I think you got the stories mixed up.
Then you cleared that out. Now my next question is this, bro. Like, and be truthful, carnal.
No, go ahead.
I mean?
Go for it. Go for it.
Did you ever took her to different hotels?
I can't hear you.
He said, "Did you ever take her to
Did you ever took her to different hotels?"
When she comes and brings my daughter to see me. Maybe every 3 or 4 months, she gets a room down here. I don't go in the room.
Yeah, but do you ever go?
I just told you that. I don't go in the room. She stays with my daughter. I don't stay with her. There's not a relationship. There's not a relationship like that. And the text messages and whatever, if I offered my home, to be with my daughter right there, hey, that's fine. She was already of age. This is recent. These are pictures and stuff that people don't know about.
Then there's the next one.
Go for it, bro. Go for it. My bad.
You're getting a lot of questions.
I don't know, but that's good. I want them to be honest. I want them to ask me whatever they feel.
So you cleared that second one. Like, órale pues, firme. Now the third one is this.
Mm-hmm.
Why does somebody keep deleting comments on the chat, my boy? Like, if people are posting things, we're talking things, and some comments are being deleted. Like,
I could take her.
Hey,
I could take her this one.
All right.
Do you have somebody on your end that's like, like, challenge, we don't want this stuff in here.
Wait, let me answer and you can answer her. Real quick. I'll let you answer it. Okay, there's a thing when you start a YouTube channel, they're called moderators. You could give wrenches to whoever. And if they feel like deleting a comment, that's what they do. Do you see my hands moving? Go ahead, NORBEEZ.
Yeah, and right now, since you're on the phone, feel free to tell our moderators what you feel, what you're thinking.
Well, he did.
Go for it.
Well, I'm just saying.
I mean,
like,
you can talk to them right now. They're listening. They're on there.
You actually you're on the phone. They can hear you. Yeah. I appreciate your call. I appreciate your call, bro. For reals, I appreciate everything that you asked me, homie.
Thank you, man. Well, let the moderators know.
Yeah, let the moderators know, bro. You let them know.
Say you're right. If you're blocked right now, say something to them.
Don't pick sides. Moderators, don't pick sides. Like, let it all slide. Let everything just be posted. Like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what that platform is for. It's to conversate, not now all of a sudden, like, what, they're fighting?
He's right.
What,
He's right. No, wait, let me address that. He's right. The comment section is to conversate. You said it. It's to conversate.
Not spamming though. I don't like spamming. If I see you spamming, I'm definitely gonna block you out of there. Don't spam because that's annoying. Because if you're spamming, you're putting the same thing over and over and over and over again. You're out of there. If you're gonna have an actual conversation, then that's cool. But if you're gonna keep spamming the same shit over and over again, I personally don't approve of that. If you're gonna roast us creatively, and I
don't mind getting clowned on. I actually like to bag on people. Hey, call it my respects to you, homie. We got to take the next caller. There's a lot of people calling in and they talk shit to me afterwards. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, homie. For real. That was a good caller.
That guy had a lot of time.
Oh shit.
That's what
Go ahead.
He's getting extra questions.
My bad. Caller, you can remain anonymous or you can say your name if you want. Next caller.
They already hanged up already.
Yeah. Caller, you can say your name or you can remain anonymous. Whatever you want to say, bro. Go for it. Or girl. Sorry. Keep saying that shit.
Yeah. Hey, so check it out. I've been listening to your guys' conversation and stuff and hearing what you're saying, right? And at the end of the day, bro, it's like this. Like, we all grew up in the neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
You grew up in the streets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, what do you mean? Yeah, he's not asking
so,
you. Get out of here.
So, like me, I consider myself gamed up, bro. I know that there's a lot of situations and things that happen. But whenever I know whatever come up to me or pull up on me, like, the first thing I would think is, like, who sent you?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I would always be skeptical. And, you know, like, for me, I can tell you like this. Like, I've seen all the YouTube videos. I've seen all the reactions. I've seen the people exposing and doing all that talk. And at the end of the day, bro, like, only you know the situation that took place. Only you know what's really going on.
Right.
And, you know, I just, to be honest, bro, I just trip out. I just listen to it. I watch it. And I would hate, like I said, to be in your shoes right now because there's a lot of hate.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are talking about, hey, you can't walk around here. You can't come. You ain't going to be able to check in here. And rightfully so. Hopefully you don't have to go to the county or have to check in, period, you know, because you're living a good life or trying to live a good life.
Right.
But there is a whole lot of, like, you know, like, there's no way to justify. There's no way. Like, I got a 21-year-old daughter. And I heard the caller right before this say, oh, because she's of age, is it cool to go ahead and try to hit them now? You know? I'm 41 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I got a wife, I got kids, I got a family. So, like, I will never be putting myself in that situation. And like I said, I would hate to be in your situation, but I just, hopefully, you know, the best, you know, protection over your life. And because I believe in God, too, bro. I believe that, you know, at the end of the day, things happen.
Right.
And if it was a righteous mistake, then whatever.
Right.
You know, the Lord will forgive you or whatever.
Correct.
But, you know, the streets don't.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll be careful, my brother.
And that's why the Most High says, you know, you're not of this world. This world is a test, you know, and I'm going through my test. You're going through your test. I respect everything that you said right now. But I want to just ask you a question real quick. Your daughter's 21.
Oh, boy.
If your daughter decided to date a 43-year-old man, I'm sure you wouldn't be okay with it. But if she went out of your rules and still did it, would you disown her?
Nah. Look. I'll tell you like this. I'm actively involved in my kids' lives.
Right.
You know, from the smallest details. Like, I've always been like that.
Beautiful.
You know, just as I would be involved in any of my homies' lives or, you know, the youngsters in our community.
Right.
Like, I look out for my people.
Right.
So my kids don't make those choices. You know, like, I have a son, right? I don't ever like to see him sitting behind bars. Right. You know, like I had to do.
Right.
You know, or picking up a pistol and having to live that kind of life like I had to do.
Right.
You know, so I make sure that I'm thorough in how I raise my children, how I teach my kids.
Right.
You know, I show them by my life. You know, like.
Right.
And I lead a good life now. You know, I work at a high school. I do all these different things. You know, and I do good. You know, by my community, by my people. I'm a mentor. You know, and I've lived that life.
Right.
You know, I've been to prison.
Right.
I did all those things.
Right.
You know, but it's just a perspective every day.
Yeah.
You know what's life worth.
Let me say this real quick, homie, with all respect, bro. You may feel like your kids aren't gonna make a mistake, and you sound like a great father. You sound like you have a lot of wisdom. I'm sure you've been through a lot of shit in the barrio and prison, wherever you've been, homie. I'm sure you got a lot of clecha and wisdom in you. You sound very responsible and respectful, and I appreciate you to the fullest extent. But we can never say that our kids won't do this or they won't do that. I've raised my kids from day one, been in all of their lives, and I used to say the same thing, and my own blood turned against me. My own blood went to my ops and did all that, you know? And I raised them with morals. I raised them respect. You know, I don't want them to be from barrios. But on that other side, they went and got into all that bullshit, you know? And I was at a loss for words. You know, I didn't want that for them. And I still don't want that for them. And I believe that they are still good children, but we all make mistakes and nobody's perfect. And maybe I hope that your kids don't make any mistakes, you know, but I'm sure they are going to. And you're going to be put in a circumstance where you're going to have to make a choice, or your kids are going to have to make a choice. And whether it be big or small, it's still going to be some mistake that's going to be made and that they're going to learn from, such as myself. You didn't hang up?
No, he's still there.
Nah, I'm here.
Oh yeah. Go for it, bro. You could say your last word. I'm gonna have to get the next caller,
like,
but
like I said, I'm not here to completely disagree with you or whatever.
Right.
I'm just saying, bro, the reality is, like, we grew up in a time where, you know, everything meant something. So
Facts.
whenever somebody would come up to us, you know, why he say that? Why that person do that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we would always analyze those things because it was life or death.
Right.
You know, and that's the only reason why I say that.
Yeah, I
appreciate.
appreciate.
You know, because I've seen that. Even amongst our people, I've seen people, you know, like someone's uncle molested them, and because of their family's reputation, they don't want to bring it out and expose it.
Right.
Because of the cultura.
Right.
You know, they're ashamed. You know, but I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. You're out here, you're on live, you're doing your thing, and you're trying to fight back against something that realistically, bro, can't be fought over internet.
Right.
Realistically,
facts.
Can't,
facts. And
also like Gil.
Yeah.
Gil and all these other